Okay, I'm gonna lose it. I have 2 fruit flies that are flying around this room. I don't understand where these are coming from. Usually this is like somebody's left something out. But there's nothing in here. I don't know where these guys are. Fruit. I don't have any. First of all, I don't eat fruit. We don't have that in this household. Okay. Drain flies? No. I would see something coming out of my drain in my sink, right? There's some origination point.
Great. Okay. Let's just talk about today and the nuclear.
Oh, God. One of your neighbors is dead. It's summer. There's nothing you do. I'm on the 20th floor. How can they get up here? What's the name of that one show? Hold on. I'll be back. I'm going to go take my trash out and stuff.
This video is brought to you by Ground News. Sign up today.
Wait, this is way too long. What's the shortest video that he has? Oh, never mind. We're not making. Okay, that's all you get for now. Okay. I think somebody cooked here recently, so there was trash in the fucking trash can. So now I'm going to have fruit flies living in my apartment. How long does it take for them to die? How do you kill them? 2 weeks? No. How to get rid of fruit flies. The best do-it-yourself fruit fly trap. Here's 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. Who has this? What even is that? Keep the AC at below 50 for 48 hours. Does the AC even go that low? Are you sure they aren't on your plants? I mean, unless these are mutant fruit flies that can eat plastic. You can use wine instead of vinegar? Oh, I do have that. But I don't think I have like a glass jar or any of this shit, do I? What was the best? Jesus. The jar with holes in the lid. Can I just have like a whole, like, there must be like a fruit fly trap. Zevo. Amazon bestseller. 1 device and 1 cartridge. 1 device and 3 cartridges. Prime overnight. Oh my God. Wait, does this work on its own, or do I have to like download a fucking an app to make this shit work? I'm gonna do the overnight option and it's not gonna deliver because none of the overnight stuff ever works. And I complain about this every time on stream. This is like gonna do LSD. I'm like, don't let me do this again. I made a mistake. I'm gonna order this for the overnight option and it's not gonna, they're not gonna figure out how to deliver it. I know that's gonna happen. I'm gonna do it. Good luck. Order placed. Deportations to add almost $1 trillion in cost to the big beautiful bill. Over what, 10 years? Or the bill will direct an astounding $168 billion to the budget to immigration and border law enforcement. However, the CBO's cost estimate is deficient in 3 ways. First, CBO assumes that all this increase is temporary. And second, it will happen gradually over the next 10 years rather than in an immediate reckless spending spree. Most importantly, it neglects more significant costs for removing immigrants that would have paid more in taxes than they receive in benefits. Oh, okay. So they're doing a much broader analysis here. Did Destiny react to Musk versus Trump? No, why? What did they do? God damn it, this fucking... Hold on. If I just have like my vacuum in here, are they easy to vacuum up? Could I just like push the button and... Okay. They evolved against vacuums? I fucking knew it.
Culture is... I think it started when he played Twitcher Terrorist after he came back from his ban and leaned heavily on deplatforming terrorist supporters because you made him look very bad in that debate and forced him to apologize, which angered his fan base.
Why does he read things like this? Did he not... He was one of those kids in class that when the teacher called them to read, the whole class was like, oh, no, I'm just kidding. That's mean. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that could be it. I think him playing Twitcher Terrorist was definitely a turning point for me. Especially because he was...
Is it not possible that anybody could just not like the fact that you openly support terrorism? Is that not a possibility that people just don't like you for that?
Is leaning heavily on aligning with Destiny and Dan Stalkman, Sex Pestiny and Dan Stalkman, when in fact he knew...
Dan Stalkman? There's new nicknames for us every day. Okay.
How much they fucking stalk my ass.
How do we stalk you? What? You stream! What are you talking? What is stalking? Now stalking is when you respond to things that people say on stream?
And has even in private correspondence told me that he could not believe how much they fucking stalk my ass. But he still turned around and aligned with them because I guess he felt slighted, despite the fact that I was actually very charitable to him in that back and forth conversation that we had where he literally said Palestinians are an inferior culture that deserve genocide.
Wait, what?
He still turned around and slighted him in that back and forth conversation that we had where he literally said Palestinians are an inferior culture that deserve genocide.
Like, it's not even a fair summary of what Asmongold said. I'm not here to defend Asmongold. It's stupid, though, because it's not even... Because when you don't make the right criticisms, you don't even point out the correct flaw in the argument, right? We do actually have a very Western-brained approach to analyzing other cultures, such that if not the exact same as our culture, we tend to view all of them as being savage and barbaric and completely different. That's the issue with Asmongold's statement. But Asmongold didn't just say that Palestinians deserve genocide because they deserve genocide. He said that any ideology that demands for your extinction should also be extincted as well, which is a fair statement to make. He's just probably incorrect when it comes to analyzing the average ideology of all Palestinians. That was the error, but not that Hasan gives a fuck about accurately summarizing anybody's argument ever.
Palestinians are an inferior culture that deserve genocide.
Is he saying Asman said that or Ethan? I think he's saying Ethan said that. No, I think he's saying Asman said that. He's referring to the statement that Asman made that he got banned for a week for or whatever.
Also, yes, I'm not engaging in cultural relativism when I say that there's no such thing as like an inferior culture, because that is just a substitute for inferior people, okay? No such thing as like an inferior in cultural...
Hold on.
Also, yes, I'm not engaging in cultural relativism when I say that there's no such thing as like an inferior culture, because that is just a substitute for inferior people, okay? That's it. It's just a more polite, more polished way of saying you think some people are inferior.
Like that, the immediate ask should be, oh, okay, so the culture of Nazi Germany was not inferior to the culture of any other country? That's the immediate ask there. Oh, so all cultures are the same and equal? Like, what about the culture of 1950s America versus the culture of 2025 America? Was that the same?
A culture is comprised of the people that uplift it. That's it. It's no different than saying, oh, I'm not saying black people are inferior. I'm saying black culture is inferior. That's it. There's good and bad to every culture. But ultimately, it all revolves around the material realities that people exist in.
What a retardedly stupid fucking statement. Really? So everybody given the exact same amount of money? Like, these are the types of, I would say, straw man opinions, but I guess Hasan actually has it. When Sam Hyde and neo-Nazis argue that people are not just replaceable, interchangeable economic units or whatever, to some extent they're arguing against this absurdly fucking stupid argument. That, like, unironically, Hasan's almost making the argument of the United States bringing freedom and democracy to everybody. If we invade this country and then we just pump it full of money, they'll become a democracy just like us. We're all like, no. Like, there are histories and cultures and geographies and religions and all sorts of reasons why people believe the things that they do. It's not like built into their genetic code, but it certainly isn't hot swappable for a completely different ideology if the material conditions changed. What a mind-numbingly fucking stupid statement.
But ultimately, it all revolves around the material realities that people exist.
Like, if that was true, Turkey wouldn't have fucking religiously tried to excise and genocide and expel every single fucking minority group and group that wasn't, related to their ethnic group after the fall of the Ottoman Empire. They wouldn't have obsessively done this. There was a reason why they wanted to kill and expel so many people.
This did.
But... okay. What? Was having lunch with a billionaire. He tipped our waitress 500%. What? Wait, this is like a troll account, right? I own 12,000 businesses. Okay, it is a troll account. Never mind. Okay, this just went from being really retarded to epic. He tipped our waitress 500%. Wow, I asked why he did it. That tip puts her over the annual income limit for the rent-controlled apartment she lives in. Now the landlord can kick her out and raise the rent by thousands of dollars for the next tenant. Guess who owns the rent-controlled apartment she lives in? Billionaires operate on a different level. Okay. Ludwig, what the fuck, dude? Ludwig Ogren, American YouTuber and streamer. Ludwig, is it Ogren? I don't know if that's his name. Father died due to complications of alcoholism when Ludwig was 10 years old. He experienced a health crisis, refused hospital care, and passed away after vomiting blood. I'm in shock. This is sociopathic shit. Wait, what? What is he? What? Is he trying to make this comparable to the mango stuff? Okay, that seems kind of crazy, but okay.
Of the neighborhood.
All right. You are a self-described democratic socialist. Do you think that billionaires have a right to exist?
I don't think that we should have billionaires because, frankly, it is so much money in a moment of such inequality. And ultimately, what we need more of is equality across our city and across our state and across our country. And I look forward to work with everyone, including billionaires, to make a city that is fairer for all of them.
Well, let me ask you.
That was a fair enough answer from a socialist. I think he's trolling by saying that because Tectone is blamed for his dad's stuff, and he brought up Tectone somewhat recently, or some retarded reach for the mega situation. Did Ludwig bring that up at all? The issue that Tectone ran into, and listen, I like generally bringing people's family and stuff into debates is kind of, I think is not the best. But if you're going to bring your family member in as part of an argument, then then I think they're kind of fair game for. They're kind of fair game to attack as well, no? Ludwig was unhinged during the mango stuff. Mango blew a .32, and Ludwig was pushing him to drink more. I think Ludwig's behavior is not the best. I think he messed up for sure. And I think wait, was this Lane? I think Lena tweeted this. What did I retweet? I think that spending all night goading the alcoholism of a friend you've known for 10 years and then publicly disowning them when it goes south is crazy work. That is actually kind of true. That actually feels a little...
Hey, everybody! Mango just blew a .32!
I'm no longer inviting Mango to Mogul Moves events. Because, like, you know, it's a privilege to go to an event, man. Like, the...
Now, like, to be fair, I don't know if... I don't know if I can stillman this one. Or I'm not even still. I'm just trying to be charitable. This probably wasn't good. It was just not good. This played out in a lot of preventable ways that... Yeah, it's probably not great, yeah. Ludwig could have done a better job. Was Cutie at this party? I don't know if it's an all guy thing. I relied on this because I tend to date like type A women. When I need some shit from customer service, I suck at that. I can't do it. But if I have like a cunty girlfriend, I can be like, can you call and sort this shit out for me? Cutie needed to be at that party, shutting Mango down. That's what we needed. We needed a Cutie Cinderella to step in and say, hey buddy, we're cutting you the fuck off, all right? You're out of control. But I don't know if, I don't even know if she was there or not. Well, didn't he kick him out for creeping out the girls, not just for being drunk? Yeah, but I mean, he saw it going on. Now, maybe timeline is important. Maybe he was getting drunk first and then creeping on them later. I don't know, but I think also Mango, has had problems drinking in the past. And I think probably in general, the culture of like, drink, drink, drink. Like, I feel like you generally kind of grow out of that, or that's like some fun frat college stuff. And then I think you kind of like move past that. If you're still doing that in your 30s, I think that can be kind of spooky. Not necessarily Not always. But I don't know. If you're at a party and the shirts are coming off, then shit's about to get wild. And you got to be careful. Cutie was there. Ludwig and Cutie also knew that Mango tried and failed to quit drinking alcohol within the last year. Corporate drinking parties? I'm going to be honest, I've never been to a corporate drinking party before, but I would be surprised if people were getting smashed and wasted at those parties, okay? Remember how they tossed aside Minx? Yeah, but Minx became unhinged. Fuck Minx. Still waiting for the day I can read her obituary and celebrate. Ladies and gentlemen, my MAGA family member, the Democratic nominee, folks. This is the day the challenger exploded. This is the individual the Democrats in New York City are voting in for the mayor. LeMayo, the shuttle just exploded. Eat shit, America. January 28th, 1986. Would he even have been able to type that? How old was he in 1986? I don't even know how much of this is a troll. Maybe the parent is trolling. Maybe the poster's troll. I don't even know. Would Zoe run raising minimum wage from $20 to $30 increase prices? If it would, then doesn't that fuck over anyone already making, let's say, $35 an hour? I mean, prices go up. It's just a matter of distributing the effects throughout society, right? Why do you hate Minx again? I think she's generally like a piece of shit person who does a lot of weird piece of shit stuff. And on a personal level, on her main Twitter account that nobody gives a fuck about, and it was epic and hilarious. She was tweeting pictures at me from my leaked fucking revenge porn videos, which was based, but what is this? Last month.
Oh my god, my hair.
Why is it so quiet?
No, it's wrong side. I would have been better.
Wait, look! She has my microphone too! Why does everybody have this mic now? I feel like when I first got this, I just wanted to be a special snowflake. I didn't want to have an SM7B. So I got this mic. Now I feel like I see this mic everywhere. Every motherfucker has this mic. What's in this class? I need a different microphone. I gotta get something different. They all migrated to this one. I'm done. I want a different microphone now. Somebody email me. Where are my sound people? Find me the next mic. There's got to be something else that's comparable here. And it has to be dynamic mic, not a oh my god, I remember. No, it's not condenser. It is condenser. It's condenser versus dynamic, right? This one. I need yes, like this, okay? Haven't you been shilling the SM7B since you got it? No, that's like the standard podcaster mic. Everybody loves that microphone. I use them downstairs in the studio. I've got like 8 of them. So if anybody wants one, by the way, this is a Re 20. This is a good microphone too, though. I'm not responsible for any of these mics being popular. These are two very popular, very standard microphones. This one though is probably easier for most people to control because it doesn't need an ungodly amount of gain like the SM7B does. Okay, somebody will email me here with a suggestion. Why do you keep coming in and out of this room? I don't know what you want. She'll walk into this room and then investigate a little bit. And then she walks out of the room. And I don't know what the purpose is. Hello? What's up? Okay. And now she's going to walk out of the room. Whatever.
chill. Crazy shit going on.
Okay, I don't know why. Okay. Can we see the cat? No, it's a small cat. She's chilling. What is this? Empty gym, AC blasting. Fsh, fsh. It's perfect. No, I can focus. Nothing can distract me, right? And yet I walk around, stopping at various leg machines, gently caressing them, reminiscing about the Friday sesh. That titless pog and blue leggings sat here. My mind conjures up a perfect hologram replica, and a sad smile curls my lips. I miss you. Instinctively, I start to lean down to sniff the seat. But what's the point? It's clean. No one used it. With a defeated sigh, I return to my barbell. My pee-pee-roni is so shriveled it feels like a third testicle. An hour later, I leave without a single new PR. Okay. This was the clip we watched, right?
Fear culture, because
it is. China unveils tiny spy drone that looks like a mosquito. Okay. Up for Candace debate, yes or no? If she wanted to debate me, yeah, of course I would do it. Men, 100 men versus taking pictures on vacation. Based? What movie? What is this even from? Men in Black 3. Okay. De-escalation went out the window. Thoughts on this from a martial arts perspective. To touch a woman, to touch a woman. Wait. Wait a second. Do you ever notice that the O in woman changes depending on the last letter? Like, if it's a single woman, it's woman. But if it's never woman, it's women. Wait, when you change the last letter doesn't even change that much. Women, woman. Look at all the women. Or look at that woman. Wait, what the fuck? The last letter doesn't even change the pronunciation that much. It's just the first one. No? Look at that woman. Look at all the women in woman in women in. Earlier, you mentioned that the average man can't really measure up the standards of the average woman. Could you elaborate on what an average man is? I just don't think they get very much emotional training. It's just the feeling I got. And is it justified for an average woman to not want him? You don't ever have to justify your preferences. Those just work out. You don't have to debate or justify what you want in life. And is it justified for an average woman? And also, what is the simplest decision a guy could make to rise above? Be more socially aware. That's what I said. Do that. Good luck. Oh, okay, wait. What is the actual video here? Wait, is he actually about to get... Hold on. Is he about to get arrowed? Boom! Okay. Oh, no. Guy in the red shirt walks up. Does a little bit of molesting. Whoom! Okay, legally, absolutely not justified, and probably should be charged as assault, battery, or whatever. That is a prime FAFO moment, though. He fucked around and he found out. Damn. I, a 34-year-old man, learned how to shoot a gun today, smiley face. Do they stream it? The reason for the woman-women pronunciation quirk is because the word woman comes from wifman, wife man lol, so the initial I sound stayed over time for plural, but for single got lost. Really? I don't know if I believe you. That might be a troll. But it might be real.
The biggest bucket excavator on the planet. A giant looms over Western Germany.
Your mom.
Standing about as tall as London's Big Ben Tower. This hungry titan can chew up hundreds of thousands of tons of earth a day. This colossus isn't out of fantasy or science fiction. It's the Bagger 293.
Bro, I feel like there are so many like huge fucking machines that seem unreal, but we've like never heard of them. Like the whole oil rig shit, that stuff is crazy. And there are some industrial machines like this that are just fucking massive. However, why is it that we have this like all this crazy awesome shit, but we don't have like Gundams yet? What's going on with that? Where the fuck are our priorities at?
The biggest bucket excavator on the planet.
The Bagger 293 is a bucket wheel excavator, or a BWE. BWEs are some of the largest terrestrial vehicles in the world. Think of them like small cities with buzzsaws attached to them. And the Bagger 293 is the biggest of all of them.
It was entered into the Guinness Book of Records as the largest...
Show me a person on it. I need a sense of scale.
...terrestrial vehicle on the planet.
Produced by German firm Tackraft, this record-holding gargantuan weighs over 14,000 tons. Yet, incredibly, leaves tracks no deeper than a human footprint. Baggers are the master of one skill, mining lignite coal, which they perform like no other.
The Bagger 293 is a beast.
The company was making a Gundam for a while and then canceled the project. What the fuck?
This thing can move over 200,000 tons a day of Earth. That's
Can we not? We have AI now. Can't we get things to balance things? Is it really that fucking hard to have multiple muscles that balance a thing on a foot? Can we fucking do this?
1,500 kilograms of material every second. And so just the vastness in this.
Saudi Arabia is building a Gundam. It's called the Line. Yeah, Saudi Arabia went full fucking California on their line. They had like some plan to build a line city that was like 1,000 miles long. And I think now it's like projected to be like 800 fucking meters long. Okay, that thing got completely butchered. One might say that the bucket ran through it, okay?
1,000 tons a day of Earth. That's 2,500 kilograms of material every second. And so just the vastness in the scale is absolutely incredible.
Wow. BWEs are the key to keeping coal plants fed and running. Without them, entire nations would go dark. Lignite coal, also called brown coal, is the type used in many of these plants. And it is often buried under tons and tons of overburden, such as dirt and rocks. So we need extremely large and powerful machines to remove that overburden.
Bagger 293 on board. Is this what we just watched, or no?
The abstract type of machine. It actually kind of looks like a small mobile city.
Football field cold. The Bagger has 8 primary ways.
Is it classified, the being on board? Show me what it looks like on board.
To present its own environmental issue.
Watch the full video. On a website. What the fuck is this? 45 minutes. Jackpot. Ads. What? No ads. Oh.
The mightiest machines on the planet. Death of the coal. Every of mining. All that gets in to access up the giant half a day and
are very
into a control tower where
Oh. Well, that's not a city.
one crucial repair job is done, but with just 12 days left, no time can be wasted. All activities in the mine are relayed to a control tower where the performance of all...
That's some Chernobyl shit. What the fuck is this room? Hello?
All the machines is closely monitored. But something is wrong.
There's a group of Fremen that are trying to destroy our ship.
Not only is Epsilon 1 not working, but her sister Epsilon 3...
How much does one of these cost? I would guess to make one, I'm actually going to go a lot cheaper. I'm going to say 150 million. No. I'm going to say 100 million. How much does one cost? What are they called? What is it? A bagger 9-3? What the fuck is it?
He has also broken down. So Ilyas and his team are now up to their eyeballs.
Bagger 293 cost. Estimated cost around 100 million. I'm a fucking god, dude. I know everything. I know everything. Time to do a 10-question quiz on large machines. Multiple choice. The Bagger 293 weighs in at approximately 31 million pounds. I can't even imagine how heavy that is. I wish they could make that more understandable for me. Which is about the weight of 2,000 adult elephants. Oh, shit. Okay.
Stop. They're on a war footing to prevent the mine and the group 16 of provide.
This is the main...
Oh, wait. He was inside.
To the tower that he is ready to start the excavating. Kostas is the main operator of excavator.
Boring.
Big damage. Factory director
Are they? That's not inside.
Has got to oversee the final stages of assembly. They're on your car. Machine. Not only is there a bucket.
I'm late, but literally just get a cloud lifter for the SM7B. Also, Earthworks icon is a good condenser mic. Or what? I've got a interface. I don't need a fuck lifter. Okay. Or a Newman. I thought about getting a Newman mic, but those are those? Do they have dynamic mics? They're all condensers, right? I'm not gonna have background noise on that bullshit. Okay, fuck all that.
wheel excavator, its gearbox turning the bucket wheel against the soil slope.
The one article said it's remote control, so they probably aren't in it. Not sure if you're getting... Oh, well, fuck this. Well, now I'm way less excited for this. I don't care. Nick paid $2K for this gun. What is it even?
Pull it each time.
Yeah, it's jamming.
Maybe it's on the wrong. Maybe it's on the wrong mode.
It's on, brother. It's on semi. It's on
try automatic.
That switch looks like an AR-15 receiver, but I'm sure there's a lot of things that also have it. I don't know what it is.
There's no automatic.
Oh.
Shooting mode.
Hey, bro, if you had an automatic gun, you'd be breaking the...
Is it an AR-15, AR pistol?
Biggest law possible.
Oh, shit.
Law possible.
Oh.
You'd be breaking the biggest law possible.
Oh, shit.
Bro, you bought a sniper.
Wait, so what makes an AR-15 pistol or an AR pistol, what makes that legal? Like, why is it not classified as a short barrel rifle? Why is... Oh, are AR-15 pistols legal? Oh, because it has a brace instead of a stock. Oh, this is so fucking retarded. Get the Earthworks Icon Pro? Okay.
Bro, you bought a sniper.
What's between a brace? You're about to see the most retarded shit in the world. ATF definition, brace versus stock. Oh boy.
What's the difference between a brace and a stock? Good question. All right, for this, we have to thank the ATF. Thanks for nothing. But here it is. This right here is a brace, and it typically goes on a PCC. Now, the brace is supposed to be shot like a pistol. You can use the brace to wrap it around your arm for more stability. Keyword, stability when you're shooting with one hand. The idea is the brace stabilizes the firearm and doesn't change its classification. Now, a stock. This right here is a stock. The stock is primarily used with a shoulder like this. Now, per definition, it provides stability and control. It stabilizes while you're shooting. But with a brace, the ATF will not allow us to put a stock on something like this because then it becomes an NFA item and then we have to pay a $200 tax stamp. So pretty much the difference between a stock and a brace is that the rules are dumb. If you don't currently like the ATF ruling.
Well, what's the mechanical definitional difference? Like if you were to fill in more plastic here, would it become a stock? There has to be some descriptor or some physical dimensional thing or whatever. Destiny, I only just joined, but I'm a professional on this. Condenser mics do not pick up more background noise than dynamic mics. It's a retarded fallacy. Your signal noise ratio depends on your proximity to the mic, polar pattern, and room treatment. Dynamic mics just sound muddy compared to good condensers. I want to argue with you, but you might technically be right. I think a dynamic versus a condenser really just has to do with how you pick up sound, right? Where a condenser uses like a charged ribbon over a thing, and then when you talk, blah, blah, and a dynamic mic does something different. But condensers tend to be of a certain Polaroid pattern versus dynamics that tend to be of a different one, right? I don't remember. I have to look it up. I don't care. Suck all my dicks.
It becomes...
Destiny, the brace can wrap around your arm. Wait. Does it matter if I'm 18? Sure, I am. Oh, well, I actually am 18. Or over 18. Wait, why did I hesitate to answer that? Okay. Oh, thank you. Factoring criteria for firearms with attached stabilizing braces. This rule does not affect stabilizing braces that are objectively designed and intended as a stabilizing brace for use by individuals with disabilities and not for shouldering the weapon as a rifle. Such stabilizing braces are designed to conform to the arm and not as a buttstock. This rule is effective on January 31st, 2023. If the firearm with the stabilizing brace is a short-barreled rifle, affected person has 120 days on the date of publication to register the firearm tax-free. Remove the short barrel and attach a 16-inch or longer rifle barrel to the firearm. Permanently remove and dispose of the stabilizing brace. Holy fucking AIDS. Is this just for braces? 98 pages? All right. Wait, I should never laugh. I shit you not, the companies have to send their brace into the ATF to make a case-by-case determination if it's a brace or a stock. That's a brace. This one's not a stock, but it's a brace. Ooh, forward grip. That's a no-no on some types of guns. Careful. Federal crimes. Unless... is it true that, like... on some guns, you are allowed to have a angled foregrip and not a vertical foregrip? But this is... all of this is so retarded. Why Americans like this, either have guns or don't. It's just... it's... all of it is like AIDS. And this is all AIDS. Okay. I don't care anymore. Don't care. Don't care. Do care.
They sold you a knife. They showed you a pistol sniper, bro. Bro, every single time, Nick. Return this gun ASAP.
Rocky.
Brother, this is insane. Like, you think I'm joking, but...
Wait, why is he being a hater? Or why is he hate on it?
You have to pull it each time?
Yeah, it's jamming.
Maybe it's on the wrong mode.
It's on, brother.
You have to pull it each time. Does he think he bought a fully automatic AR pistol? Is that what he expected? Or
on semi. It's on
try automatic.
There's no automatic.
Oh.
Shooting mode.
Bro.
He has to pull the handle each shot. Oh, it's not even semi-automatic.
If you had an automatic gun, you'd be breaking the biggest law possible.
Oh, shit.
Bro, you bought a sniper.
Is it supposed to be like that? I feel like that's got to be... that's got to be broken or something, right? Is that a California thing? I've never heard that, but I've never bought anything like this in California. I don't know.
Bro, they sold you a knife. They showed you a pistol sniper, bro. Bro, every single time, Nick. Return this gun ASAP.
Rocky.
Brother, this is insane. Like, you think I'm joking, but...
he's in Texas.
This isn't funny, chat. Stop laughing.
Bro, I'm not tripping. Every single fucking time.
What is this? Rifle has regular stock, 14.5-inch barrel with permanently pinned and welded muzzle device, making barrel length 16 inches. No registration with ATF or tax stamp pre-required. Can take possession immediately after purchase. Oh, this is, I think this is how my rifle is counted as a rifle. Short barrel rifle has a regular stock, 14.5-inch barrel without permanently pinned and welded muzzle device, making barrel length less than 16 inches. So if this is not welded into the barrel, it's considered an SBR instead of a normal rifle. Requires registration with ATF and a $200 tax stamp. You have to wait months to over a year to get approval before taking possession. Is that really how long the wait is? Penalty for possession without registration with ATF is 10 years in prison. Well, it's probably maximum, right? But still. Pistol. Has pistol brace instead of a regular stock 14.5-inch barrel without permanently pinned and welded muzzle device, making barrel length less than 16 inches. No registration with ATF or tax stamp required. Can take possession immediately after purchase. So this one is a pistol, so you can buy this immediately. And then any other weapon has vertical foregrip, has pistol brace instead of a regular stock 14.5-inch barrel without permanent blend. Okay, requires registration with ATF and $200 tax stamp. You have to wait. Oh yeah, this is why you can't put a vertical. You can't put a vertical foregrip on a pistol, or it becomes a not allowed. You're just not allowed to do it. For us simpletons, how do these differences affect the weapon's performance? Oh, basically not at all. Which is why like people meme about it so much. Like if you compare, like if things are black and it looks like it's got like things like this, it looks scary, but I mean, you can have the same semi-auto functionality. Like, it's just retarded. You're allowed to do that, but you have to pay $200 now. Well, I don't know. Yeah, the biggest thing probably isn't the $200. It's I don't know how long. It says you have to wait months to over a year to get approval. Is that per weapon for the registration? Do you really have to wait months? That sounds like it sucks.
For showing shade at Nick, I'm not going to talk about.
Somebody said it's like 2 weeks now.
Dean goes off on Twitch rando for showing shade at Nick. I'm not going to talk about this, but I have reported this to the authorities because that was so out of pocket. You shouldn't be able to say stuff like that to people.
Wait, what did he say?
You know, that was just, it was absolutely crazy that was even said. And way to go, Eric, for hanging out with this person a day later, bud. You know, amazing. Amazing, amazing.
One of the biggest issues with SBRs is if you want to travel across state lines, you have to let the ATF know and ask permission. Jesus.
But we have reported this to the authorities and see what happens. So, yeah. Next post.
It was this. Oh, this clip.
Hey, I have followers kind of vibe, and then I'm gonna, you know, yeah, we can stream together, but also I'm gonna try to like hit on you afterwards and then try to make you sleep with me kind of vibe, and then like if you say no, I'm gonna like force myself on you.
Is it about what she said, or is it about what he's gonna say? Or
That's just what I get.
I mean, you give me false allegation vibes. I mean, shit. I don't know. You know, you look like you look like the type to cry wolf. You know what I'm saying? You look like the type to just sleep with the whole team just to get like a couple. You know, to get that. You know, look like to give a blowjob to get a tick mark on a social media platform. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like, you know, look like half of LA. You know, all right, let me chill. All right, I'm sorry. Let me. I just had to, you know, I just had to return the favor. You feel me? Like,
okay. Just to be clear, there's 0% chance that Nick reported this to the authorities because there's no crime committed here. The cops or anybody would laugh at you if you report this. There's nothing to report. There's no crime being committed. Maybe you could sue somebody for something like this, but unless he was trolling. Somebody said Nick was trolling. Okay, I don't know. Then never mind. Whoa! Hold on, sorry. This guy's about to commit a federal crime. I just want to be clear, I do not endorse what's about to happen in this video, okay? This is disgusting and abhorrent and criminal behavior.
Legal? Oh my God.
Absolutely fucking disgusting.
I'm a fucking felon.
Absolutely. It's 10 years.
Illegal.
That's 10
Super
years.
illegal.
That's 10 years.
ATF boner alert. I'm a fucking felon now.
He won't get in any trouble, but I would. Not anymore. He passed away. The ATF killed him? Update. Trump has refiled a suit against Seltzer. It is Seltzer, right? I say Seltzer. Is it Seltzer? It's Seltzer, right? And DMR in Iowa State Court, an odd move since the federal judge in the original case denied his effort to transfer back to state court. Appeal was pending when Trump dismissed earlier suit. It's a lawsuit against the Des Moines Register. I wonder what the strategy is. Why refile in state court? Hasan slop. Wait, hold on. Before we get to our LSF meetings. Tokyo-based startup Subame, or Subane Industries, just unveiled its massive human-piloted robot. Named after the avian dinosaur Archaeopteryx. Archaeopteryx is about 50 feet tall and weighs 3.5 tons. Holy shit, like your mom. The 4-wheeled robot has an upright robot mode and a vehicle mode, where it can travel up to 6 miles per hour. That's it? Bruh.
Hold it right here.
Here.
Way better. Boom. All right.
All right.
All right. Now, let me show you a better stance for you, okay?
Is something like this, is this always like an 8x, or is that something different? Or could this be like a varying magnifications? I don't know what else people normally have.
Because here, this is a long-ass fucking barrel.
It's really heavy.
So it's best for you to just grab it this way, okay? Like on this side like this.
Mhm.
All right? So
And
then
then
you just kind of go like this, all right?
Okay.
Sweet. So here you go.
All right. Like this.
Yep. Like that. Now lean forward.
Bro, look, dude, she's leaning back, bro.
I know.
Bend over like this morning, man. Come on.
Oh.
There it is. Damn.
My.
Jesus.
Bree, look at that. Do that again.
Nick, stop it.
You saw it, though, right?
All right.
Yeah.
You can bring your arm back a little bit. There we go.
There.
Boom. That's perfect.
Okay.
So now, can you look down the sight?
Bro, she's leaning to the right.
Oh, here.
Yeah, can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't see like the. Oh, there. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now
I
lean
see it.
forward.
Forward.
All right. I'm gonna put the magazine in there, okay?
Okay. Yo, this is a heavy gun.
I know.
gonna drop it,
I'm
man.
gonna hold it for you also.
All right.
All right.
I got it.
Now you have to switch from safe to semi. So push that down. Keep going.
No,
Boom.
she's
You
gonna-
can pull the trigger now,
Okay.
and you're good to go.
Just gonna murder
Okay.
this guy.
Harder, harder, dick. Let's do hard. Oh.
There we go.
More?
Yeah, shoot again. The fuck, have fun. Pull back.
Okay.
Use his left.
Oh, what does that sound like?
Good.
Pull the fucking trigger.
Can I adjust my leg real quick?
Yep. Pull the trigger as soon as you can. You got this, baby. You got this. There we go.
Cute.
I don't know where I shot.
It doesn't matter. You shot a fucking gun.
Do it again.
Yeah, do it again. You brought one hand.
No?
You can do that.
Really?
By the way. I don't know how the Taliban does this shit. All right. The target on the left.
All right.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, that thing comes out.
It jammed already. This great gun. Great gun.
It jammed?
Fucking jammed.
Wait, so did Nick... He must have rented these. There's no way he just bought all these guns if he's never shot guns before, right?
First fucking round. That's great. Isn't this great? First fucking round, huh?
Ooh.
I paid $2,000 for that gun.
Yep. I told you they finessed the fuck out of you.
Really?
Did they?
It's like, oh yeah, he pulled up in a GTR. Yeah, upcharge everything.
It was an Escalade.
They went
That's
to a
even
gun
worse.
shop last week? Wait, is there a video of that?
Brother, there's no way it jammed again.
Maybe the bullets don't. Wait, are you using the right bullets?
Yeah, these are 300, right?
Dude, the pellet was hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, these. I'm not tripping. These are it.
I don't know.
Right?
Wait, what are those bullets? Hold on, sorry.
Dude, the pellet was hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, these. I'm not tripping. These are it.
300 black. Okay, I've never fired this shit before. 300 blackout verse 5. Is the bullet a lot bigger than the 300 blackout? Yeah, okay. Because I was going to say, those are like big bullets.
I don't know.
Yeah, these are.
Yeah, I think they are.
Yeah, those are 300. Yeah, those are 300.
Jam twice.
Unless it's that
2
one.
rounds, 2 jams.
Mm.
Can't do tripping. Diamonds on my wrist, they tripping.
Prime Day is coming July 8th through the 11th with great deals on whatever you get.
300 blackout is the subsonic stuff. It's supposed to be used with a suppressor.
Getting into next.
Bang, bang.
Is that... What is... Are they always?
I have a small dick.
Based?
Let's go inside and see if it fixes it or not, okay?
Oh, then maybe... So then the gun might be a semi-automatic gun, but if they're using... Will this cartridge fit in... Oh, I guess it looks like it would fit into a 5.56 or a 223 or a 420-69. But if it's if the load is significantly different, then maybe it just isn't cycling enough.
Do you need to like lube it up before you use it first time or something?
Yeah,
Normally.
those are the ones.
It's already lubed though.
If I fire 300 blackout, will it work? 300 blackout in AR-15. Their blackout guns will chamber in 5.6, but will probably kaboom if you try to blast that 308 through a 204. Okay, I have no idea.
I shot saying 5.56.
What the? Why is it like?
Is it possible for a gun? I don't know the answer to this. Is it possible for a gun to fully eject a cartridge but not be able to cycle a new round in? I feel like the action is very similar, no? Or is it the same action, no? Short stroking? Oh. Ha 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 ha. Aha. I need to sort out 1 sec. This rifle's fucked because the buffer tube is probably installing correctly. The bolt isn't fully cycling. The shot was only gun kind of retarded, but easy fix if he's using 300 black subs. Thank you. Can I just say it is undeniable that anybody who puts French fries in a refrigerator is a sociopath. Those are sociopathic, psychopathic people, all right?
This.
You have to pull it each time?
Yeah, it's jamming.
Maybe it's on the wrong. Maybe it's on the wrong mode.
It's on, brother. It's on semi. It's on
Try
2 mode.
automatic.
This.
Okay. We can try. Maybe it's just outside. It's too much light.
Okay.
Oh. Come on. Oh.
Ooh, I see guns.
Let's try. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing? I'm
Hi.
Nick. Z, nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Catchy.
Nice
to meet
This is Arthur,
you.
the camera guy.
Nice to meet you.
So we're having a little bit of technical problems. Our online server is a bit laggy.
Do you guys want, you can get on the Wi-Fi if you want.
We can connect it to Wi-Fi. That might help a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, because the signal here is pretty trash.
Yeah, so it's that plus like, so it's kind of, yeah.
I feel like this must vary from area to area, or maybe they called ahead of time. I feel like a lot of gun stores I've gone into are very sketched out about people like recording and shit. I'm trying to think if I've been, because I feel like they usually have like the windows will be like boarded up or you can't see it from outside. I'm trying to think if I've seen something not like this. I feel like if you walked in and started recording shit, they would look at you weird. But I guess if these guys, maybe they called ahead. It sounds like they kind of know who they are already. And maybe some stores don't give a fuck, I guess.
Here, let me give you this and then I can hop it on and we can start.
Usually he always calls
I
ahead.
can
Okay.
Yeah, well, this is exciting. Oh my God.
So many guns.
Yes.
Wow.
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna connect it really quick. Okay. There we go.
Yeah, good time too. Not super busy mornings usually.
Perfect.
Cool.
Let me do this.
So it says over here, weed equals no service. Do a lot of people come here high?
You'd be surprised, yeah.
Really?
So yeah, so we're technically like I know state of Texas, especially Austin, is kind of chill about it, but we're technically still under federal law. So like federally speaking, you know, anything that's weed or drugs or anything like that's still not allowed. And it also gets a little complicated because when there's a form you got to fill out before you purchase a gun, and you can't be under like any sort of points like that.
Okay.
So you're filling that out as
Yeah.
well. So we're pretty chill, but like with stuff.
Don't pull a Hunter Biden.
Have to follow the law.
Is it good now? Type 700.
Things to try and fix. Go to yeah. Okay. 1,000. So it's like really solid.
Okay.
So yeah, the internet's okay because the way the pack works is so imagine like having 6 different cell phone SIMs packed into one, and they were help.
So
And you can do that now with
what they call constitutional carry, which means you can carry like this. You can carry like this at home, but in public, I always recommend concealed carry. So
and you can do that now without a
permit.
Without a permit.
I still recommend though to get a license to carry either way.
Okay.
Because you would learn every single rule, every single law, and especially like with like home defense and stuff like that, it's very particular. Like
You absolutely, unless Texas has the most unique concealed carry class ever, you absolutely will not learn every single law or anything about anything. I think most concealed carry classes are just basically making sure you're not fucking retarded and you know how to shoot a gun. And it's like 1 or 2 days, like 2 to 4 hours each. But maybe in Texas, maybe the class is significantly harder. I would be surprised, but.
You know, there's even specific clause that says you can't shoot someone in the back after certain hours or stuff like that when they're running away.
Or
right?
when they're falling down.
Yeah, stuff like that. So.
Does Texas need a class for it? No. He just said he recommends it because it teaches you a lot, but.
Shooting is still.
Do they make you take a test or something? I don't know. In Nebraska, you have to shoot 3 times, but it's like you have to be able to draw your gun, shoot, and then put it away without killing yourself or anybody else.
Then that's
then that's fine.
Like the threat is still imminent there.
Okay.
So it's like rule of engagement. Let's say you're in like how do I say like a road rage, right? Someone pulls in front of you, comes out the car, start talking crap.
Shoot them.
And, you know, you pull your gun out to start walking away.
Yeah.
You can't shoot them at all, right?
What if they're like walking away and then like?
Wait,
comes
what?
out the car, start talking crap, and then you know, you pull your gun out to start walking away. You can't shoot them at all.
Wait, what? Somebody's walking towards your car, so you pull your gun out to make them walk away? Was that what the implication there?
Right.
What if they're like walking away and then like shooting you?
That's still a threat, right? So if they're
Did you see Kafka and Pisco debate the Hasan CBP questioning? No, you can look at it if you want though.
presenting themselves with like a deadly weapon, so like a handgun, a knife, or whatever it is, like then it's justifiable. Now that
I don't know why you would ever give any kind of instruction or any kind of advice. Like these aren't your students, you're not teaching them. I don't know why you would ever say anything. That's just very weird. I don't know why you would ever say anything here.
That's where it comes to like moral side of things. Like let's say, do you really want to shoot them, right? And go through all the lawsuits and like the guilt of it.
I'm in a lawsuit right now, so no.
Yeah. So.
Okay, I have another question. What if they're like, okay, I will shoot you in the foot. Is it okay?
As soon as the gun is presented, then it's
okay to like shoot them in the head.
And that's also
you
why
don't
you don't want to.
You don't want to shoot to kill, but you know if you want to defend yourself, then yes.
Okay.
So is there like a background check that takes a while to clear?
It depends. So we can run it, and it will tell us. Like for most people, it's instant, which is really nice. For some people, it takes a couple hours, couple days.
So do you want to like put it in first?
So we have to pick a gun out first before we start.
Okay. We got to pick a gun out first.
Yeah. So.
Do you have like gun designs, like cute ones?
Oh, that one's cute.
I mean, we have.
That one's actually really
Somebody said they find the rifle they buy at 3 hours and 10 minutes.
Print one.
Oh, yeah, like for like cowgirl.
Yeah.
It's too much of this, huh? Wait, so when people are in like the military, you see like pictures of them on TV. Their guns are like $100,000.
Yeah.
What? $100,000 rifle? Like maybe if you have like several of the most expensive crazy fuck optics on like the craziest fucking, like the average person in the military carrying rifle is probably a fucking, what do they even use? Isn't it just like, you missed the context? Oh, what if it was like the craziest, most insane? Yeah, like some, I was gonna say DMR, but I don't know if Daisy Arma 2 knowledge is accurate here. But it has to be even more than that, right? But maybe they're talking about like crazy shit. But like a $15,000 rifle is going to be like crazy shit. I'm trying to think of what, I don't even know what you could put on. I don't even know the attachments you would have for $100,000. That's got to be like full night vision, X-ray, Superman optics on like 500x magnification. Like
they're pretty destructive to your house too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've never been a big shotgun person, but I've sold a lot of like tactical shotguns.
Got it.
Those two rifles are KC SR25s. They cost thousands of dollars. I understand that, but you understand thousands of dollars is a really long range from $100,000, right?
So what's the deal with these things? Are these just like hunting rifles?
Yeah, so these are what so these are military rifles. They're called the Knight's Armor M110. So they come with a whole deployment package, and this is what they use during like GWAT and all that stuff.
Okay, I got the VOD, thank you.
Packages, each of these are about 42K.
Oh, okay, 42K. He said deployment package, so my guess is the 42K is like fully loaded with straps and scopes and all sorts of like different crazy stuff is my guess, right?
42K
USD. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So there's only about 110 of these ever made for commercial market.
Oh, and they're like collectors, not okay. Or not collectors, but limited production. Okay.
Here, but you're getting, that's where you're getting like real ultra Gucci guns.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just to be clear, he says that's like an ultra Gucci gun. In my slightly educated opinion, like $5,000 for like an AR-15 build can get you like an ultra Gucci gun. The idea that you have to spend $40, $50, or even more than $10,000, I feel like that's not strictly true. But
how much is a silencer? Is it silencer in the scope, right?
Yeah,
or suppressor?
so for this specific gun, the suppressor is very expensive. It's about like $8-9 grandish, and then the scope is relatively cheap to the gun, about $2 grand. But typically, let's say you get a suppressor for a gun, like let's say you want to do a 5.56 granny blackout, it's like $1,000-$1,200 usually.
Okay.
It's not like $8 grand. Like
Got it.
This is like a free case on itself. Yeah.
Oh, couldn't you buy the attachments separately? Wouldn't that be cheaper? Yeah, but they're probably like specially made for and molded to and super, big dick coming all over the place by this company. I think they said Knight's Armaments or whatever.
Oh my God. Wait, so when people are in like the military, you see like pictures of them on TV. Their guns are like $100,000.
Yeah. So like, if you ever watch like the American Sniper, like with Chris Kyle, like in a couple of scenes he was using this gun specifically, or not this one, but
like this is I don't know what the base model or whatever the fuck is, because I don't even know how the fuck that. But there's no shot that the military is deploying. I bet even special forces people don't get to deploy with shit that is this nice, would be my guess. Like the average infantry weapon is probably somebody in chat said like a busted M4 with some fucking bullshit irons. If you're really lucky, maybe they give you the 3.5 or whatever. But I doubt that the average military rifle, even for special forces, is probably not some crazy. Maybe for like ultra super specific missions or something. But
this model, wow.
So,
and then civilians can buy it.
Yeah, it's on semi-auto, and semi-auto is all good. Yeah, if it's a full auto, it has to be made before 1986.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Lots of different knowledges. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, it's we shoot full autos, and we do a little bit more on the range side, like further out. So whenever we usually go out to shoot, it's we shoot out to like 800 yards.
Oh wow! Accurate?
Try to be.
What do you think optics are standard issue now? Somebody actually said that I saw that a lot with the scope that I got for my rifle. That this is like the standard issue now, that they give these for AR-15s, that Marines have this now. It's like standard issue, although I think they're switching rifles completely, or they have been standard issue for a while. So that's nicer, I guess. But I guess
it's a little bit. It's more fun for that for sure.
That's crazy. So now we can build out one of these things, huh?
Yeah. So the first thing was, I think I would ask is like what caliber, like price point we want to kind of look within. So 9 is going to be the easiest to shoot, very smooth. I think that was the one I showed you up here.
Yeah. How much does that one start at?
That one's $19.50.
Okay.
But I've got to show you guys though. This is pretty cool too. So this is a.
Vast majority of infantry companies have ACOGs or CCOs on their weapons. What is a CCO? CCO scope. Somebody tell me what that means. Comp M4. Oh, just a certain type of red dot. Oh, wait, that's what I have on my Benelli, right? The aim point, red dot bullshit, whatever the fuck that is. This thing? No, that's just the mount. Fuck me. Don't know, don't care. Fuck it. Stop. Stop.
SIG P320, so 6-hour P320 Legion Flux. So what that is, it's kind of, they have 2 30-round mags, and then what you do is you deploy these.
This thing? I don't think this is exactly what I have. I just know that it has a red dot in the middle and both sides open. Aim point T2. That sounds right. That sounds like a real thing that I...
Brace like this, and you can shoulder it like that.
Oh, what?
Yeah, so it's kind of, I think there's some gun in Call of Duty that has this as well. Let me grab the mags for it real quick. That one's pretty cool, but again, it's a little bit more like a, in my opinion, a little bit more of a toy.
Yeah.
Than it's
practical.
It's still practical.
Oh.
Destiny, I'm a tier 1 operator. Damn! CCO means close combat optic. Hell yeah. Okay.
Okay.
What if you just wanted to buy a standard, boring AR-15, lower upper receiver, 3 mags, irons, no fancy whatever rail bullshit or whatever, just like a standard AR-15. How much is that? What was that? What would that cost? Somebody said 500. Really? For 500 bucks? Not a couple hundred more? Somebody said $400, $600, $500. Okay, so like for about 500 bucks. Okay. Look up Palmetto State Armor. Palmetto. Yes. Mid-length. 16-inch mid-length 5.56. M-lock MOE stealth rifle. Ooh, it says stealth rifle. And this is the full rifle, upper, lower, and... Well, yeah, because it's giving barrel length. It must be, right? That would be. You can't say it otherwise, right? Okay, so for like 600 bucks, 500 bucks. Okay. No sights. I imagine. How much do irons cost? Could you buy like 20, like spend 20 bucks and just stick irons on the top of these? $50 to $100.
Wait, this looks like
other stuff, yeah.
But it looks like the what is that? It does look like some. Wait, hold on. Why'd you stick 2 in there?
Oh, this is so that's your,
okay.
Again, it's a little bit more like a, in my opinion, a little bit more of a toy.
Yeah.
Than it's
practical.
It's still practical.
Oh, okay. Wait, this looks like
other stuff, yeah.
But it looks like the.
Wait, what? What is this?
What is that? It does look like some. Wait, hold on. Why'd you stick 2 in there?
Oh, this is so that's your backup magazine. So once you finish shooting, you will.
That's efficient.
Wait, are you allowed to do that? Does the ATF not count that as a grip if you're using a magazine as a grip?
You have like 10 people coming at you at once.
Yeah.
Wait, that is insane.
It's pretty cool. They came out with this like last year, I think.
Wow.
So
But it just shoots 9mm.
But why stop it, dude? They should have guns that have like.
Mags all around. The P320 Flux Legion. This feels kind of memey. But, okay.
Okay. Yeah. But this is more for like a compact design. Like
Look at that, man.
Yeah.
Ain't that something?
Yeah. Put an optic on there and you're good to go.
Jeez.
Whoa. I mean, if we like technically use it daily, then you'd have to like refill it less often. So it might be more practical.
True base.
What?
True.
What did Dean say, chat? A 3.
Clappas.
What is Dean saying? P. What is it?
P320.
P. Maybe.
P3.
No. What did Dean say, chat? Wait. What do you mean use it daily?
Just think. Who knows?
A daily carry, maybe?
Yeah, daily carry.
Daily envision.
You gotta fight your ops.
What?
You never know.
What's a 300 blackout?
300 blackout. I can show you guys the ammo what it looks like real quick.
Oh, so 300 blackouts is ammo?
It's an ammo type, yeah. So let's put these up real quick. So when they're referring to 300 blackout, they're referring to the cartridge.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very similar to a 5.56. So remember we talked about very early on where there was.
Oh, he's like, oh, of course, a 5.56.
Supersonic 300 blackout, which is faster than the speed of sound, and then subsonic 300 blackout that pretty much falls off after 100 yards.
Got it.
The really nice thing with 300 blackout is you have the same pack of punch as like an AR-15 cartridge within 100 yards, but once you pass.
Does he realize he's using like 20 words that like neither of these people are gonna have any idea about? This is like when a friend is like, "What does GPU mean?" And you're like, "Oh, well, so GPU." It's like the, so imagine you have a whole separate CPU on a PCB in a system that has access to its own RAM that communicates with the primary CPU via PCI Express lanes and is responsible for generating frames on your monitor. And it's like, oh, thanks. Like
100 yards, it just kind of take a nosedive so it doesn't over-penetrate.
So that's good for our house.
Yes, with the suppressor is even better because it's just the sound of it. It's like you don't have to have hearing protections if you have a suppressor.
I don't think that's true. I don't know if the standard suppressor would make a round so quiet that it wouldn't be over the hearing thing or whatever, depending on how much you're shooting. But
so that most people typically they'll bulk it up with a suppressor as well.
Okay, so this is the gun that can handle that.
Yeah, this both of these. Yeah.
So how much is this one base?
This one's like around 15.
with subsonic, if you have subsonic ammo plus a suppressor, you might, I guess. Is 300 blackout subsonic by default? I forgot. Is 300 blackout subsonic? Can be loaded with subsonic ammunition. Well, 300 blackout can also be used with supersonic. It's on for okay. Is 300 blackout literally just referring to just cartridge dimensions? So like 5.56, like you can have different loads. Okay.
1500 base?
Yeah.
Can we start building on this one, the Banshee?
We can, yeah.
Because that looks cool. Okay, yeah. I like the way this one looks.
Yeah, and they're CMMG's the manufacturer. They're very well known. They're a good brand too.
Got it. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we can do that.
So this is the base.
Can you have subsonic 5.56 rounds? Why do people go to 300 blackout? Subsonic 5.56 versus blackout. Heavier bullet and compatibility. No, because it won't cycle. Okay.
Sure. Just put this one up. So I think
this is cool.
Yeah, building it is super fun. You can do a lot with it.
Okay.
I should have brought one of my rifles in. Actually, it's all kitted out.
Oh my god.
The couple things you can do. The main thing is you probably, especially for home defense, you probably want a light.
Okay.
Super important to have a light on the side and maybe like a button on the top or something like that.
So okay, can we see how that? So how does that look?
Yeah, let me do some thinking. So maybe let's do maybe a red dot first.
Red dot.
Do you have astigmatism then, by chance?
No. No. No.
Red one.
Just tism.
And then let me grab one of the lights over.
Bro, subsonic 556 is very weak. The 300 black was designed for your special
do we
force.
wait for Dean
Oh,
to
that
shoot?
makes sense because force is mass times acceleration. And if the ballistics of a 556, if it travels at, somebody says 3,000 feet per second, if you slow that down significantly, it's not like the bullet is getting any bigger, so you're significantly cutting down on the force of the round and all the other damage that would be associated with it. So if you want to shoot something that's slow, you probably want something a lot larger so that at least you maintain a lot of the characteristics of... That makes sense, I guess, right?
These, or do we shoot them today? Maybe we wait for Dean.
Or both.
I think if we go with that, because I think Dean really wants to be here for the first time.
Does, yeah.
And I don't know if Dean said it, but Dean will be here next Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So I'm just gonna say it now. So Dean will be here next Wednesday.
Okay,
so
cool.
we can always do
All
it
right.
then.
Yeah.
We'll just try to show them the...
Awesome. And shoot. And then maybe he can test out the guns at home.
Yeah. So we can. Yeah.
Responsibly.
Is Dean moving in? No, Dean's not moving in. But that would be really cool if he was.
Oh, this looks like a pickaxe, but it's not. It's fun.
Oh, that's
Like a mini pickaxe.
Yeah.
Based, true.
Imagine you just go by.
It's similar to how like you rack the slide to load one, you rack charging him to load one in the chamber. For yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. There's a lot of stuff, but.
Oh, it's a deer.
So,
Oh dear. Oh, moose.
we also, yeah. So, kind of picked out a couple parts for you to check out over here.
Hi, baby.
Very large caliber.
Yeah.
So, we can kind of start. I just show
Is it
you.
made out of
If you
moose?
don't like it, there's also an option. But,
Good one.
Is there a moose?
most of the stuff is like best bang for your buck, so you're not. So that's about like it's like 320, 340.
Got it.
Wait.
There's also different options, but
Is there a moose?
most of the stuff is like best bang for your buck. So
Best bang for your
so
buck.
That's about like
Is the
it's like 320.
the $2,000 home defense 300 blackout rifle based.
340.
Got it.
This one's a little over 3, I think, as well, because it's got a light laser.
Okay.
Most of the time, people don't use the laser; they usually use the light.
It's like a red laser.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we don't have to do this, but there's also you can do like a sling setup. Where it goes over.
Oh,
and
sling
then-
for sure.
Okay. All right. Well, that's
Oh yeah.
super easy for me then. So we can kind of at least see what it roughly looks like, just to do some basic level work real quick. The Holosign's a Chinese brand, but they're pretty reliable as far as the work goes.
I trust them.
Damn. Wait, this is a HoloSun site, right? It's called a Chinese brand. These guys make really good optics, no? Wait, what the fuck? Damn.
Same. Like Huawei.
That was mean.
Oh my chat! Look at this thing.
One second. Yeah, I could get my tools.
You know what's funny? Because when you're playing like the games, you can just swap parts in and out so quickly, but it
Yeah.
probably takes a little bit of time. Like,
And effort.
you know,
Yeah.
like imagine like actually loading each bullet one at a time.
And that's hard. At that point, just throw it at them.
Okay. You can.
Good.
No, I can figure it out.
Guys, can you get some hard?
Are you a gun store owner? If I was selling a weapon to someone and a girl asked me, can I shoot him in the head if X happens, I would kick her from the shop. Yeah, I'm not doing it, kind of sends me a bad vibe about him. You know, like I'm saying shit like this, like, oh, I'm surprised he's giving this and that and that. But the reality is most people that own gun stores are probably happy enough to have somebody come in to buy anything. I doubt they're kicking customers out unless you seriously fuck up. Especially if you have people that come in that are clueless, because you can probably sell them a whole bunch of fucking retarded shit that they'll buy.
Carson chat for Catchy, absolutely bringing the comic relief to the stream. You know, making jokes in the most serious of places. Round
Okay,
applause
I'll
for
stop.
no,
I'll
it's
just be
funny. No,
quiet.
I think
That's
it's
why
funny.
when
No.
you made that joke, it's like, okay,
No,
I'll
it's
just be
funny. It's
quiet.
funny. It's funny, guys. Hearts for her. She's so hilarious. Absolutely. Look at her. She's funny, she's pretty, and and she loves to shoot guns, so she's in the right spot. So absolutely amazing. No, I'm not kidding. It's awesome.
Cool.
Thank you for being hilarious.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna time this down yet, but this is like step one. So what you will need to do is, because when you put a red dot on, it's not fully like imagine you play a video in your crosshair. When you put a red dot on, it's going to shift like to the left, to the right, up and down. So there are like up and down buttons right here that there's a tool that you can just turn to make sure you're hold 0.
Okay.
So holding 0 is like whatever the dot is at the center. When you shoot it, the bullet should be right.
No, stop.
Okay, and
Stop. You're not allowed to. Don't do that. Dude, cats love the sound dampening stuff. They just want to fuck with it.
The range to test that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There are tools out there, but they're not fantastic.
Got it.
So that's your up and down, and then your left and right should be right here as well.
Okay.
But that's kind of the first step to building it.
I don't need that.
I'm over here. Vertical grip. Do you want to get like something that helps you grip it as well, or you kind of?
I don't know if it would look cooler with a vertical grip.
Yeah, so you can't get a true vertical grip because this is considered a pistol.
Oh.
And then a true 90-degree vertical grip will make it into a short barrel rifle. It's dangerous to do this apparently. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's okay like that.
Yeah. It's dangerous to do. Well, it's not that it's dangerous; it's illegal. I feel like that's important to say, but.
And there's other.
But where do you put your hand though when you're shooting it?
I grip like this usually.
Okay.
I'm not sure. You can do this.
Jesus.
So.
Okay. Yeah. I think it's okay like that.
Yeah, and there's other.
But where do you put your hand though when you're shooting it?
I grip like.
I feel like that's really close to the. I feel like that's really close to the muzzle. I mean, your hand would probably never slip. This is a very short barrel rifle. You really hold it like this? You really?
Like this usually.
Okay.
I'm not sure. You can do.
And he does the C grip. Yes. This is the God grip. This is when you know someone's on some real shit. Is when they got this thing going on. Hell yeah.
Do this kind of grip too.
Okay. It's not gonna get hot or anything?
No, not really.
Okay.
Yeah, you can practice gripping it with Arthur.
Yeah.
Okay.
So check it out. See if the red dot looks nice.
Okay, let's see. Oh my god, this is so cool.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, and you can also adjust where it is on the rail too, so you can push it forward a little bit or push it back.
And then just imagine that's awk.
Yeah.
Hold on, say like that. I want to try to like see.
I actually.
I wonder if they can. Oh, they can. Hold on. Give me 1 sec. 1 sec.
That's the red dot aiming at your mom.
LSF hate thread.
I love the threads.
Oh, you love them?
I see. It's all attention. I'm attention starved. Chat, can you see it?
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Then who don't you like?
Oh, yeah, everybody.
It's the devil.
Yeah, it's like pretty much cheating.
Cool.
Because once you get a 0 to like exactly where you want to be at, like let's say 25 yards, it should be the same every time it goes down the range.
Okay. It's good to know.
The other thing.
Come hang out.
Should work. So I'm not gonna put this on immediately.
Just be chill. Stop going to weird places.
So with this, it has a lot of stuff in here, and I can put it all together for you as well.
Oh my goodness.
So these are your pressure pads, and what they do is they'll stick on something like right here, or even on the side.
Got it.
And then your light, which you can also zero with.
Yeah, whatever.
There's lights and then laser as well. You can put this on the side here, the side on the other side, and then just press a button, boom, it turns right on.
Okay. Yeah, that is true, Ungaro. I'm surprised he didn't try to upsell him on a way more expensive optic. Because the meme advice, I mean, I say meme advice, but like people will say that, you know, on a good optic setup, you're probably spending about as much or more on your optic as you are on the gun, sometimes significantly more. So it is interesting that he sold him on the Holosun instead of throwing some crazy meme. I'm sure this guy's got fucking, you know, $1,500 optics in the store somewhere. Especially when he's starting them on this platform too, which is such a weird platform to have somebody's first gun be.
Does it need a battery?
Yeah, it has a battery.
Oh, okay.
And most of the time, you just leave it in there.
Most guys wouldn't oversell on camera. It looks bad for his business. Do you think so? Because then why did he start him off on this $1,500 base AR pistol weird thing.
This is so cool.
Yeah. And this,
He asked for it? Why are you guys saying such retarded shit? Yeah, but this guy is a salesman. This guy clearly doesn't know anything about firearms. He could ask for it, but the guy could say, oh, you can get one of these for that or that, but I would recommend something like this. If you're trying to be like a non-skeevy salesman. But if somebody comes in and is like, oh, I heard that you guys have like murder, like night vision scopes, right? And you're like, oh, let me get you the 10,000, like you would. If you're trying to be a nice person, you would recommend against it, maybe, you know?
It's also Chinese, but again, it's good stuff. Like, it's base level of what we would sell.
Wait, will this be his first gun? Yeah, sir. I think this is the first firearm he's ever bought or even fired before.
Use ourselves.
Got it.
Are there guns that can like talk to you?
Based?
Because our rice cooker talks to us in Korean.
Yeah, I think the only thing, again, they don't really have that kind of tech, but there are things like, this is like what they call is like a ballistic calculator, rangefinder. So as soon as you shoot, it will tell you exactly how fast your bullet was and then where your drop needs to be to hit
That's
your target.
cool.
Not with a voice though, right? Okay.
Well, you don't want voices going on when you're like in combat.
Oh. No, it would be nice. Like if you shoot and miss, and it's like it's okay, try again.
Oh, participation award.
Yeah.
So there's the light.
Okay.
And,
okay.
I think this is like a bigger light that just spreads out a little bit more.
Wait, that's what he's saying is his first, but it's not? Wait, where's Cooper? I thought this was his I thought his tweet was, I fired a gun for the first time ever. Oh no, wait, you guys, that YouTube chat was returning.
The very top is the laser.
Got it.
I like the laser.
Cool.
Yeah, I recommend keeping it at the light.
Yeah.
The reason is someone breaking your house is pressing light and shoot. You're not. Otherwise, you can't identify it.
Is it blinding?
Yes.
Like, so if you put the light on, they can't see?
Yeah, for like half a second.
Okay.
Unless they have a light too, then that's where like having light.
You're lighting each other.
The higher level lights makes a difference.
Got it. Whoever has the most light wins. Okay.
Good thing we don't have cats. Because imagine you have a cat and then it's the red light and then the cat goes and chases after it.
During a home invasion, that'd be the most tragic thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we're okay with this, I can also.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm gonna try to figure out how to do everything. But in the meantime, Hannah will just start your background check process. Okay. And then whenever we'll let you know when to mute your stream for your information as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Sure.
Check that background.
Can you guys talk to them for a little bit?
We can figure out
Hi guys.
the tac ops.
It's so cool that we're getting a Banshee gun. Like, bruh.
All the events.
I'm excited. Thank you so much for the help, by the way. Like, you're giving us so much good information. Like, I was kind of like nervous coming in, but you've really helped like kind of explain things.
Yeah, I mean, I went through I bought my first gun like 4 years ago, so I was very intimidated.
Wait, you bought your first gun 4 years ago, and now you have a gun shop?
Yeah.
Wow.
A little over 4 years ago, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was very intimidating trying to figure out the information,
Yeah.
get all the recommendations. But overall, was once I went through that, I understand when people come in asking. It's fine. There's no dumb questions either. Like that's the thing too.
I feel like this guy hasn't done a great job explaining stuff, but I skipped a lot. Maybe his explanation was significantly better early on.
Dumb questions.
Would you say guns are your passion?
I would say interacting with the customers and making them happy is
Oh,
my
that's
passion a little
nice.
bit more.
Yeah.
So before this, I was doing like product marketing for like a tech company and gaming company. So I worked for like Riot Games and Singapore.
You work for Riot?
Riot?
Just for a little bit, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you play like League of Legends?
I don't. I played a little bit of Valorant, but I was a pro gamer for StarCraft 2 for a little while.
You were StarCraft 2 pro?
Yeah. I played for Fnatic for about
What? You played for Fnatic?
Yeah. Yeah. This is back in like 2013, 2014.
Wait, what was his name? Do I know this person?
So.
Oh my god. No way.
Yeah, it was
That's
like
so
DreamHack
cool.
and LG like first started.
Oh my god. No way.
Damn.
Wait, what was his name? I absolutely played this guy before. If this guy was a StarCraft 2 pro in 2013?
Small world. That's awesome.
World, yeah.
Wait, I have a question. How old are you?
34.
33.
Fuck.
Oh, you're older.
I am. Yeah, I was never a pro video gamer. I was on this World of Warcraft team called Method once.
Okay, yeah, no, I used to play WoW too.
Oh, you used to play WoW?
Oh, what were you?
I play a bunch of characters. I played Death Knight, Paladin, and I played Rogue as well. That was my first character.
Did you do like PvP or PvE?
People are saying Hello Kitty. Was that his NA ladder name? Alternate IDs, Area Kitty. I feel like I remember the Area People, maybe, on ladder. And then Noob Eater 5. Oh my god, this guy. I think this guy was like a mech terrorist. The Hash, or has he? I would call him Hash. This guy, was he? Did he play Terran or am I making this up? Oh, and I remember Fitzy here. That was a Zerg player who streamed for a little bit, right? Why is this website so slow? Sasquatch was also a Zerg player, right? American Zerg. He was in Root. Although I think he was in Root after me. Fitzy here. Yeah, it was a Zerg guy. Oh yeah, he had the fucking helmet. He was a Mimi dude. This guy was a Terran player. Did he do? He did the annoying mech shit, didn't he? Uses a strong macro play style. Yeah, the mech aids. This was mech aids, like a Villo tier. Huh. Okay, we won't say anything bad about him then.
Well, so that was when, like, I think it was Wrath, where it's like just face roll with Druid, DK.
Oh my god.
A catalyst.
There?
1G.
Oh, yeah, you look cool.
Remember something.
Yeah.
And then this is the lighter version too. And pretty much top the line and 600-800 yards with this one. The older version of this gun, but they're just really well known, very reliable, and for the price point, you're getting.
Oh, I did play this guy.
Welcome back, everybody. My name is Nmplol, and this is going to be
Game 3
of the ladder-ish series between Destiny and Area
Did I beat
Kitty.
him?
Back out though, as they do run into a few more units right there. So
Oh my god, dude. Ohana, the fucking immortal, 2-base immortal all-ins, kill me.
unfortunately, those links were not going to be able to do too much. And now he's going to start pushing out, and it looks like Destiny possibly waiting to go for some sort of counterattack. But with these pylons going down, that's going
It's
to
and it's all in. He walls in. Oh my god, kill me. What actual AIDS cancer?
give him a hard wall in right there and prevent any sort of run by.
Did he bring
more
a
lings
probe
going
out to
down,
warp stuff
and
in?
Destiny's starting to get some spine crawlers here.
Oh, that's
in
not
his
a good sign.
natural And at his third base to help defend this, and that is definitely a decent response, as he knows that his opponent is coming with some heavy pressure.
Oh, he did. Wait, warp prisms couldn't. Could warp prisms always warp in other units? They could. That's why they're called warp prisms, right?
How many immortals do we have out so far? 2 immortals? There's only 2? Okay. I thought there were 3 or 4 at this point. No, there were not.
There's no
And
shot
now
I'll survive this. I wonder if I BM him at the end.
The Area Kitty going to start pushing over, and Destiny does not have much of a force at all, as you can.
Nothing being built. Oh, 24 links incoming. Melee upgrades aren't coming. Supplies almost even. I don't think these bases even connect.
see. Only 106 lings. Not lings, but 106 supplies.
Why not kill the rocks? Hello?
At this time,
Can you start
however, it
working
looks
on
like
these?
he may be able
Oh, wow. The surround is going to kill nothing, and then I'm going to BM 100%.
to catch his opponent
Don't
in
lose the
a
lings.
decent
Oh, what are you doing?
position right here. He's going to try and wait until he pushes over towards
Don't lose the queen.
the Sentry, the Spine Crawlers, as that's definitely going to give him an advantage, but it looks
Oh my god, he's going to walk up the ramp and force field in, and then I'm going to lose. Why are the rocks not being destroyed?
like instead Area Kitty going to
Good one.
simply push over here towards
Good one. Oh, nice.
ramp,
Oh,
force
fields.
field off
Back up.
all of these
Back
links from
up.
getting in, and beautiful force fields do go down right
Oh,
there.
beautiful. It's so hard. It's not hard.
So that's not going to allow any lings to enter, and he's going to be forced to back out. And now the drone's being pulled, the Spine Crawlers have gone down, and now Area Kitty getting stuck on this ramp. But once again, nice force fields able to be
Ooh,
dropped
nice
right there.
force fields.
Drones
They're
having
not
to be
nice
pulled.
force fields.
He's going to
Oh,
be
and
able
still
to
no destruction of the rocks whatsoever.
warp in to join his
Good
army
one.
up here, because he does have that warp prism right there, and I'm not even a up in the main. He does down, and Destiny getting
yes
extremely up.
Fuck this guy. Did I call him a F word? No.
Mr. Llama.
Why not break the rocks? Was there some reason why I didn't? How fucking retarded. What a dipshit. Okay, 2 base Immortal Ohana, fuck this guy. This guy gave dog shit advice to Nick. He didn't explain any of the terms that he was using whatsoever. Recommended a shitty starting gun. Sounds like this gun has some kind of gas block that needs to be operated if you're going to change the ammo out, which is why the gun isn't cycling properly and it's not like functioning as it should as a semi-automatic pistol or gun, meaning every time you pull the trigger, a bullet comes out. So he set these guys up to fail, oversold them on a shitty gun, undersold them on a shitty optic, and then didn't explain the proper operation of the firearm, which is why it's not working properly. And gave these guys an unsafe and a bad introduction to firearms. 0 out of 10. Horrible experience.
Doing something that's like pretty much top of the line. And I've always been like a German gun fan, HK specifically.
And he's anti-Semitic.
So I have quite a bit of their guns, but great shooter. And you can do close quarter combat with it if you just work out enough as well.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Can I see how heavy it is?
Yeah, it's not too bad. This is the lighter version too.
Like, were you scared?
Yeah, that's actually crazy.
Yeah. Intruders.
So you can't drive through anymore.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It depends. You saw.
Okay.
It's no automatic.
Oh. Shooting mode.
Hey, bro, if you had an automatic gun, you'd be breaking the biggest law possible.
Oh shit.
Bro, you bought a sniper. They sold you a knife. They showed you a pistol sniper, bro.
The leftist dude you debated Paul's ego getting big mad and calling a gay man the F slur in a debate. Wait, what?
The policy of administration. When it comes to the policy of oh no, you're gonna mute me for the 300th time. Ah, oh no.
Faggot ass, please. Thank you, faggot.
God, man. Whoa!
You faggot.
Whoa! He double-barreled it.
Yeah, faggot.
Whoa!
You're acting like a little faggot.
Whoa!
You're not listening like a little faggot.
No! Okay. Are you okay, Paul? Hello? Jesus. Do I know or care about this? The identity of the alleged Idaho ambusher / sniper has been released. 20-year-old Wes Rowley. Idaho ambusher. What happened? Is this somebody who killed like a YouTuber recently? Yes, okay. He lit a fire and then shot the firefighters. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, these are the 2 firefighters that got killed recently. Damn, how do you kill... Who hates firefighters? What? 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 It was payback for Waco and shit like that? Does anybody actually know that? Firefighters recently burned down an Aryan Nation HQ around there recently. Well, I don't even know what's true or not. Was him being MAGA? Does MAGA hate firefighters? Jesus. Okay. Or I'm saying, like, why showing the past seems a little bit shitty. X1 FC fighter Ivan Parshikov gets electrocuted while celebrating a victory. Still went for a swim. What electrocuted usually implies death. Did he just get shocked? Or did he die? Oh, shit. Oh. Okay, never mind. Wait, was this real? Sound is fake 100%. I guess my question would be, what caused him, how could he have released his hand here? And then how is this even electrified? Something has to be severely fucked up, right? I don't know. Okay. Well, there's an article about it. Hold on. Boxer gets electric shock and passes out while celebrating victory in shocking scenes. Okay.
Nuclear proliferation. Yes. You guys have been brilliant on this. I'm learning a lot. Let's continue.
Yeah. So let's go back to where Khamenei may be. I mean, in a bunker, 86 years old, thinking he's going to drink the poison chalice and agree to a deal with Donald Trump in Oman, or is he going to do all of the things that Scott and I are concerned about? And one of those, and Scott has pointed this out, rightly so, is he may decide now to break out for the nuke or creep out for the nuke. He may decide not to do it now. He may decide to do it in 3.5 years when President Trump is gone. Right? And I think that the important thing is he's seen, we, the United States, we took out Fordo and Natanz and Isfahan in one operation with B-2 bombers and 12 30,000-pound massive orange penetrators and Tomahawk missiles. So if he didn't think that the United States had serious military power before, he now knows we do.
So to you, that operation was geopolitically a success. It sends a message of strength that if you try to build, you're going to be punished for it.
So I've said online in the past 12 days and even before that, curb your enthusiasm. Curb your enthusiasm. To all the people
related to which topic?
Yeah, just this sort of idea that this has been like this unbelievable success and everything's great and everything's going to be amazing and we stopped the nuclear weapons program and this has been a resounding success. I've just said kind of curb your enthusiasm. Khamenei remains very dangerous. The regime remains very dangerous. A wounded animal is the most dangerous animal in the animal kingdom. He retains key capabilities to build weapons.
You demanded unconditional surrender on Twitter again last night, right? After Trump said there's a ceasefire.
What does unconditional surrender
mean? It means no enrichment, full dismantlement. Yes, exactly right. It's exactly what President Trump. Well, I
not regime change. Unconditional surrender in World War II meant the end of the Nazi regime and the imperialist Japanese regime entirely, right?
But President Trump made it very clear. President Trump made it very clear because he made it clear. I don't support regime change.
Well, except for that one.
A few hours earlier, right?
I'll explain that one because I thought it was
really. You analyze it like it's Shakespeare. What is that?
Yeah.
And what did he also mean? We have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. What's that about?
He was angry that Israel was still attacking after he promised they weren't. He demanded they turn their planes around. He felt that they were doing it in defiance of their agreement.
But he didn't say Israel. He says the both countries.
Different quote. Different quote. He did say, I believe it was a tweet from True Social. I demand that Israel turn those planes around right now, was how upset he was about it.
I guess Donald Trump doesn't listen to Bibi all the time, does he?
Yeah, I guess he's finding out they respect him about as much as they respect a Palestinian.
Well, that's how
he's
world
just
leaders.
The help.
So world leaders are interested in their own nation.
That's
and
right.
They fuck you over.
Good, important lesson there, everyone.
But I think
what does Israel care about? Israel.
Every country that defends its national interests. I mean, that's not unusual for Israel or any other country. But I think to understand,
we're supposed to pretend that hey, whatever Israel needs, we're here to serve their interests.
If those people exist, they're un-American. If people put Israel's interests,
we fight terrorism together. Well, we do. Well, we generate terrorism together. What are you talking about?
But that doesn't mean you put Israel's interest above America's. Yeah. If you do, you're un-American.
You know how many American lives the Israeli intelligence community has saved? And ask people in the FBI and CIA who work counterterrorism how many American lives the Israelis have saved because of their intelligence capabilities.
How about when Naftali Bennett
again
bombed that shelter full of women and children and caused the September 11th attack? That's what happened. In fact, I don't know if you know the story, but you can Google this. You like Googling things. It's on Google Books. You can read Perfect Soldiers by Terry McDermott, or you could read The Looming Tower by Lawrence Wright, where both of them explain how when Shimon Peres launched Operation Grapes of Wrath, that Ramzi bin al-Shibh and Mohammed Atta filled out their last will and testament, which was like symbolically joining the army to fight against the infidels, et cetera, et cetera. And when bin Laden put out his first declaration of war a couple of months later, it began with a whole rant about the 106 women and children that Naftali Bennett had killed with an artillery strike in a UN shelter in Kana in 1996, and he said, we'll never forget the severed arms and heads and legs of the little babies, etc. And it was then that Mohammed Atta and Ramzi bin al-Shibh decided that they would join Al-Qaeda, and that these Egyptian engineering students studying in Hamburg, Germany, would volunteer for the Saudi sheikh to kill 3,000 Americans to get revenge for what Israel was doing to helpless women and children in Lebanon, as well as, of course.
Okay. Casey might have gotten married. I'm going to be rich in money, but I am so rich in love. Some people are so rich in money, but lacking of love in their heart. They use their fortune to threaten those less fortunate. There is so much good they could do with that money instead. Sad. Case friend or boyfriend Joshua eloped, getting married outside Subway in Walmart. I can get through anything with this man. This has to be a troll. This isn't real, right? Also, I feel like this would be a very, very bad idea if she is worried about this lawsuit. Like on the eve of a lawsuit, joining your finances with somebody else who's about to get fucking sued. Why would you do that? I feel like I'd wait until the lawsuit is over, but... Unless that whole thing is a troll. ContraPoint's embarrassed. Hey, it's Vadim in real time on Twitter. Is this the guy you're talking about? Are you guys just now noticing that like 50% of the discourse on this app is Jew hate? Ooh. Oh no. Well, maybe. Oh God, I'm sorry. ContraPoints would never go like the Brianna Wu route, right? I mean, she's kind of right, but I've always thought of you as someone who is disgusted by insincere religiosity, and how our politicians cynically use it as a cover for their corruption. At Matt 14, I don't want to pit you two against one another, but can you help this girl see the light? Do you genuinely not get that this is referencing a conspiracy theory that the Zionists killed JFK? Carter was the first president to visit Israel in 79. The Western Wall was not even under Israeli control until 67. Oh, dang, you're right, and I jumped to some conclusions there without thinking. That's my bad. Regardless, I'm familiar with the individual you're accusing of promoting this theory in Jew hate, and I think you're extremely off base. You're such an awesome and influential voice, which is why I can't help but jump in when I see you making a statement that, in my humble opinion, does not help address anti-Semitism at all. Pointing the finger in the wrong direction so strongly just contributes to hysteria that keeps us from addressing it properly. Well, I mean, I don't know who this person is. And I mean, maybe they're just based and make anti-Semitic jokes. And I mean, I make anti-Semitic jokes sometimes. I think they're funny. But this is an anti-Semitic joke. That's what this is. Wait, you do? I do know who this person is? Oh, you mean the TikToker, Rathbone. Have I debated this guy before? Or do I just watch him say dumb shit? I don't remember. That's the Rathbone guy. What did he do? Oh, he's the one who called me out, and then I did a response, and then he said he'd look into it and maybe debate me at some point. Okay. I mean, like, this is a joke for that Israel assassinated JFK, and then all future presidents are beholden to Israel because they don't want to get murdered. But I mean, it can be funny, but also, okay. Vadim deleted a tweet in that thread saying that JFK was the only president that didn't go to the Western Wall. Okay. Wait, what? I don't think that's what the poster was referencing. Rathbone knows that JFK was pro-Israeli, and I'd be surprised to find out that he remotely believes that was the case. JFK was the only president who never visited the Western Wall. In all of U.S. history? How old does he think Israel is? What even is that statement? What? Remember when George Washington famously... Carter was the first president to visit Israel in 79. The Western Wall was not even under Israeli control until 67. I wonder if she Googled that. I feel like the fact that she would even know to Google that is impressive, though. Good job for knowing stuff. I'm not going to litigate this video, but I think that when making claims like 50% of the discourse on the app is Jew hate, it's extremely important to note that 99.9% of anti-Semitism on this app is from the far right / actual Nazis, who Musk has endorsed, not communist TikTokers. By definition, the left is not capable of anti-Semitism. To the extent they criticize Jews, it's because Jews are the global elites and kingmakers of Western governments. Their elimination needs to come on that basis, not simply because of their Jewishness. That can't be a real comment. With the Palestinian flag and everything, that has to be a troll comment, right? No shot is that real. Is this the guy you're talking about? My interview with InfoWars. Yeah, it is. I'm not going to defend that, though. I'm fair. I'll go ahead and give that a yikes. What? Dude, can you imagine me getting this level of charitability? Holy shit, bro. Whatever. Did you see this? Florida passed a 6-week abortion ban. GB representatives say 5-week ectopic pregnancy. Doctors are scared to operate on her because of the ban. She blames the left. What are you doing? I hear you. Stop.
Ectopic pregnancy is unviable. In my case, I was 5 weeks pregnant. There was no heartbeat, and no ectopic pregnancy is viable. And that's so important because the mother needs care immediately. But unfortunately, women's healthcare has been subject to the worst politic fear-mongering that you can experience. And so they had actually been receiving, these healthcare providers had been receiving pro-abortion lobby ads to the tune of millions of dollars being spent on these ads that were threatening and scaring doctors away from helping women, saying that they could lose their license, they could go to jail. In fact, in the room, I had nurses and doctors showing me these advertisements saying that they felt uncomfortable because they didn't want to go to jail. They wanted to help me, but they felt like they couldn't do anything. So I literally was laying on the table reading them the law. And it dawned on me as I was sitting there with my husband, this is what women are experiencing because of the fear mongering around women's healthcare. And it has to stop. The left absolutely played a role in making sure that doctors and women were scared to seek out the help that they needed. And so I think that this is a wake-up call. My story should really bring forward the national conversation that's long overdue about the lack of maternal health care. And really, I think it's important that we highlight that doctors aren't to blame, women aren't to blame. We need to get the politics out of women's healthcare.
Congressman, so you...
What an absolutely tragic story because of the outcome.
I think they're like here-ish, south of this town. So let's do it now while I'm here. Fuck it, I walked through it. Oh, God! What? No!
Was he level 1?
What the fuck?
Oh. 10 HP, is that level 1?
I've never even seen a 2. Where the fuck? I'm in Africa. Oh, God. Okay. My gold's gone.
Or level 3, sorry, my bad, I'm retarded.
Free, free! Free, free! Alright, but have you heard this one, though? Death, death to the IDF! Death, death to the IDF! Death, death to the IDF!
BBC logo in the corner. Cinema.
Why would you... Why? Like, it's... I mean, why not, I guess. Okay, whatever. Why? I'm so stupid. Why did I just say that? I was saying, like, why would you push it so far? But... I mean, you would because everybody thinks it's based. And then I'm thinking like, well, why would Hasan? But it's because Hasan has there are no repercussions. He can literally do anything he wants. He could eat babies on this platform and he would be safe. As long as they're like white babies or Jewish babies, I guess.
Kino. Okay? Fucking hell. I am so disappointed. I'm shaking my head viciously. For those of you at home that are simply listening and not paying close attention, I want to tell you what I'm doing physically right now. I'm going, not good. I'm finger wagging and my head is shaking. I'm going, no.
Stop. No. Don't. Oh, I need canned air. That's what I need. Don't. You're not allowed to go back there anymore. I can't tell if she's gonna eat these cables. Okay, so this is the guy who's banned from coming back to the U.S. now or something? Musician label dropped him because of this? Well, I mean, it's kind of unhinged, but Jesus.